Hey YouTubers. Now, I'm not one of those people who just has an interest in fossils. I actually sometimes go on field trips to find some. And recently I've just been on a field trip and I thought I'd do this quick introduction to it. You can't just take people's word for everything. Sometimes it's really good to go out and do your own thing and find out for yourself. And I of course love doing that. And when I get time, I will in fact go out, as I say, on a field trip. Now, I'm going to take you off the tripod here for a second, so we can have a look at a geological map of Britain. I've got it laid out on the table here. You can probably make out, there's Ireland over there, Scotland at the top, and as we come down, I'm going to be looking at this particular area around here. It's in sort of Northamptonshire. We're looking at I've been to this quarry in or near Corby, and if you look at this geological map, it shows you what the various formations from the various eras. We have this Jurassic line going through here all the way down from Dorset coast, famous for its fossils, going all the way through here, and it goes all the way up into Yorkshire. And just on the edge of here we've got Jurassic through to Cretaceous, really, on the rocks, but we're looking really at the lower Jurassic sort of period of rocks. And I'm just showing you this really so we get an idea of where I'm going. Hello again. Now today we're in a quarry. It's a bit windy, so I hope we don't get too much windy noise. We're in a quarry not far from sort of Corby, Northamptonshire, and we've been having a little look for fossils. It's a sort of Jurassic area again, and we've found some fascinating stuff. So let's have a look. Now this is the sort of area we're in. Just do a quick pan of this rather sort of bleak quarry. The way to spend your weekends. Very, very thick clay here, as you can tell from my boots, which you might be able to see my boots down here. Yeah, it's quite difficult walking in. What we have come across, what we've particularly been looking for is ammonites. And what I have come across so far is these nodules here. I've just been having a little break open of, so literally these are the first time ever seen by human eyes. In there is a rather splendid ammonite. I want to pluck it out and have a look at it, and I'll let you know how I get on. Right, well, I've managed to excavate it out so far. It's in there. I'll see how I get on in a... Hang on, I'll just twist this round because I can't see what I'm doing. It's better. I've just chipped out this edge, and there's some parts of the old shell left here. Splendid stuff. I'm not going to do any further here. Look at this base rock, record it while I'm at it. A lot of crystallisation going on. There's quartz. There we go. It looks a bit like one of those, I can't remember the name of it, Hiltonoceros or something like that. Hill. The Jurassic coast. We found a lot down in Dorset. Looks very similar to those species. So we'll see. I'll identify that later. Keep looking. Oh, look at those knees. This is Roz, who decided to come with me. And here we are in this piece here. Sort of exposed piece of the original bed. And being a quarry, it's quite difficult to find the actual face. Believe it or not, because most of it's all been flattened down. This is a rather nice peaceful spot where we're going to have a bit of lunch. Yep. It's just like being on the coast. All these seashells and things.
Roz's hammer.
And Roz's hammer. Oh dear, that's it. That's the camera broken.
Thanks. Yeah.
Ah, here we are again. Now, let me just get that right. I'll zoom it out. Hello again. I can hardly see you here, probably because I've got these awful goggles on. But I've been chopping away at this piece of limestone down here. Let's go have a quick look. Let's turn that around. And I actually can't see a thing. But I found this impression of this bivalve and decided to have a little. Then I saw actually the bivalve itself, and beautiful bivalve, and just managed to take out this rock here. But gorgeous piece, right, great size, and anyway, here we are in the middle of England again, finding seashells. Amazing. Okay, I'll plod on. Okay, well, I'm back at home, and I put a few things out on the table that we could have a quick look at. I found a piece of belemite there. Belemites were part of the cephalopod family, extinct species, or extinct cephalopods. They come from that sort of octopus squid family again, the same as the ammonites. Now, there's that lovely bivalve I picked up. Do love that one. Beautiful piece. Now, I sometimes pick up very small pieces of rock like this. You're not going to make out much on this at the moment, but the great thing about these small pieces of rock is I can get them under a microscope and study some of the microfauna that's fossilised amongst them. You only find this sort of microfauna in shallow seas, because they would have dissolved and disappeared otherwise. So here we go, so these devil's toenails, Gryphea. These again very common in the Jurassic rocks around here, and they call them devil's toenails. That was the explanation years ago. As bits of coral as well, and a little bit of coral there. Obviously coral seas. These were warm tropical seas that these things lived in. Now this particular ammonite, I don't know if I can get a good view of this, but quite an unusual one. I found this in another sort of concretion of rock later on, and dug it out. It was in a sort of double nodule of this concretion, and it's quite clearly this had decomposed a bit before it fossilised. It's actually covered partly in coral as well. It was probably embedded in the coral and later fossilised. This species, I believe, to be a Sigaloceras species. I believe. If anybody can help me out on any of these, then please do. I'll try to get a better view of it. It's the best I could pull it out, really. That's better. Bit of light on the subject. But as I say, I believe that to be part of that species. Now, this piece, once again, this concretion of rock where I found this ammonite that we looked at earlier, again, a lovely piece. I think it's a Cosmoceras species. At the time I thought it was a Harpoceras, but I am not quite so sure now when I got it back. But again, this probably was from, if this is what I believe it is, it's from the lower Jurassic period, whereas the other ammonite I found, which was totally different, I believe that could be Middle Jurassic. But as I say, I found this in a sort of boulder, so it could have, it wasn't in an actual layer of rock as such, it was lying on the surface. Right, so anyway, fascinating stuff. To me, it's quite brilliant. The way these things appear in the middle of England. Obviously evidence of Jurassic seas, and anybody who says otherwise is an idiot, really. Still, there we go. I just thought you'd be interested in seeing these things. It's always nice to make a quick video and some excuse for me to go out and do something. If anybody can help me with the identification of these ammonites, then please do. Anyway, peace.